How many people know that you guys are the two brothers behind Beats by Dr. Dre? Did you guys know that?
No.
Wow. A lot of
Bro, I had Beats.
Wait.
I had Beats.
They're the businessmen behind Beats.
Mine blew up in my ear once.
They all did, and the right ear.
So here's the thing.
And tell them about
It's
Were,
right
were
ear.
they
Dude, that
I'll tell you this.
Tell
Were they
them
the
the-
best headphones? No.
Bro, they were sick though.
But
that hype was crazy.
From a
But they were
lifestyle,
the
from a
headphones.
lifestyle perspective, they were the freshest pair of
They
headphones.
were
Yes.
fresh, bro.
So-
Anybody who had Beats was on.
Right. And
Yeah.
so, that whole thing was really just based on
Tell them who said no.
what we were doing in music. I mean, the first working prototype we took to was Usher.
Yeah.
Really?
And he didn't get it. There was a couple of people that didn't get it because again, everybody was at that time in the music game, the only product they could wrap their head around was a CD. I sell CDs. I don't headphones.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're missing it. The headphone is a vehicle to get into other spaces while music space is getting smaller and
Wait,
smaller
that is
every day.
crazy.
It goes back to that Steve Jobs.
That was
Yeah.
every beginning of music videos. Like
They're the-
everything
Yeah.
was. You see the beats.
Well, as
Like,
you say,
yeah.
Steve Jobs, well, check it out. So at that time, Bose was kind of like the elite executive headphone, and the price point was like $400.
And it was uncool. Period.
That's true.
The thing that made it worked as well was there was an iPod, and you could only listen to the iPod if you had headphones
With the aux.
With the aux,
yeah.
So it was this thing of new technology that was cool, and then we called the headphone basically it was like the necklace, right? So you wrapped around. You were in fashion at that point, and it was sexy. It was cool. It took a lot of work from a retail perspective to get retail to on board. Monster Cable was a company they were synonymous with cables at the time. They weren't a headphone company, a speaker company.
Yeah.
They try to move in that space, but that was a tough sell, and it took a minute. A lot of work, a lot of prep, and then just like anything, man, it's just the timing, the lightning in the bottle.
Yeah.
How did that project come about? What was the talks
we
with
used
that?
to just bounce around ideas in the studio with Noel Lee, who was the president of Monster Cable. It was his company, privately owned, and he was the kind of guy that would come in, we could talk ideas, and he'd go back to Brisbane up north and make it and show up the next week with an idea that you were just talking
Dang,
about.
so he
like a
executed
prototype.
quick.
Bro, he had such a turnkey
He hustled.
setup. It was ridiculous, and that's how it really started. We
Him and
share
his son,
ideas.
Kevin Lee.
Yeah,
Kevin Lee.
We'd share ideas, man,
Yeah.
and
Beast.
he came to us one day and he was like, "Man, I think the modern day speaker is going to be a headphone." We were like, I don't. And we went down this road of looking at prototypes, and that's really the origin of how it came. When you and this is no shade to anybody, but when you see the documentary, I'm not going to name it. Like, that's for theatrics. You want to talk about the real shit, the nuts and guts behind this? Like, bro, it was a conversation that would happen at the Village Recorder Studio in Santa Monica, where Noli would pull up in his limousine, get up, come upstairs to the third floor, and we would literally sit and talk about music. Why music? Because Noli was a drummer in Hawaii back in the day. It never took off for him. He started making cable in his garage, and Monster Cable arrived, right? So fast forward to 2003, it's like, yo, I get to sit in a studio room with, these cats that are writing songs and producing. When my core love for what I do is music, we're going to share ideas. And that's all we did. We shared
And it was
ideas.
no Lee, man. Like,
Yeah.
my dad used to make speakers, and I used to see the spools of speaker cable. And to think, like, this is my bud now. And then his son, Kevin Lee, we would go to the house. We'd bring everybody from our studio that we work with. They'd fly us out to Frisco. We stay at Kevin's house, and they give us the tour. We would go inside and see them putting cables and stuff together. We learn artwork, designing.
Then he taught us about packaging.
Taught us about packaging. So
Yeah.
what that did for us is we became ambassadors at the same time.
And
for
this was
them.
before the word ambassador ever existed.
Yeah.
Right?
So
wasn't a thing.
we became their spokesperson for, a lot of what they were great at, again, was teaching the guys who were on the floor in sales, taught them the lifestyle of the M5 program, meaning what Monster represented and what it meant to the consumer. So we ultimately became those guys that would speak about the product at their retail conferences.
So Circuit City, Fry's, Best Buy, Noli would have us come because we represented music. That's what the headphone
I
represented.
think I got it
And-
for Christmas. or
and,
something.
and we would
Yeah, it was Christmas time.
We-
Man,
we
all
would
my
talk.
family got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
That too.
and we would
Everybody
talk,
has.
and
I
you
got
know,
blue
truth be
ones.
told, when you think about the word seeding, that came from what we did, and that term was solely based on us giving a shitload of headphones away for free. That's how we created the community.
You give to give back.
You give to get back.
Yeah.
You're introducing something new. How do
hear
you
that,
get people
Tyler?
excited about something new? Right? They
He's
got to be
giving
able to
a free
touch
game right now.
Yeah, free game, bro. Free game.